here, right? In case you didn't know, my name's Prime, and I'm one of the cultural educators, one of the youth leaders.
We're able to bend the language. When we Ebonic that shit on, nah, me. My daughter said, no, it's, do you know what I mean? I said, nah, it's not me. So it's like, I said, all I did is cut out all that and bend the language and take two words that have exactly a 7-word definition, and that's what hip hop is. That's what hip hop always was.
When I speak, you can't talk unless spoken to. Most sound like records, broken too, with no facts. Trust me, I'm not quoting you. Melanin beings do what they not supposed to, going against the biological makeup. Instead of shooting sun rays, guns they take up to go against tanks and carriers of aircraft. When I use air, the beast says no witchcraft. When I use fire, speak truth and shut up a liar. If I use earth, I'm calling on fam from the hollow core. When I use water, flow like a tsunami on y'all. Martin Luther told y'all non-violence. He was a warlock, Rosicrucian, candle magic and silence. Been on this continent, living in minus degrees and temp in the plus is where my mind is. Open up your mind, iris. I said it's ISIS. Her son Heru is who the Christ is. Light of the world, watch me enlighten a nerd. In your stomach like the center, I frighten your turds. Give you the runs, heighten your blurs with tones and words. Caucus skyscrapers are killing the birds. I'm giving you nerves and mark goosebumps, tingle your spine. You're listening to Iron Sheik and thinking it's prime. The absolute oils got me not stinking of dimes. Can't check enough peeps' house, man, it's stinking of swine. Many sell out for a deal and sign with ink on the line. Incarcerating your speech for fiat, cars and yachts. Drinking devil's liquids, Henny and yak. Rappers turn convicts, goddess turn bomb chicks. Niggas yelling fuck the police is nonsense. They got guns by the box and run your streets. Widow your so-called whore after they clap at your fro. Parole naught, when caught, the gat didn't blow. I heard stories about men putting cock in a bro in the showers, or get guards to leave the watchtowers while the gang rape you in a bed of dead flowers. Thousands of brothers, they wore those briefs. Can't think how much semen is on those sheets. Most need to go in strong, not weak. Like my babe brothers, LeBron and Shakur Malik. It's not cool living in the jail cell. Rappers and MCs are liars and the truth they don't tell. Agents using examples of Larry Davis to have youth shooting out with pigs from the basement to get caught and then become a killer replacement. Cops crooked like the eyebrow, plus they lie too. Seeing is believing, believing is fake. They say fuck fruition and have blind faith. They take your collection, won't give it to God. They take your perception and they give it to fog. Seeing is believing, believing is fake. They say fuck fruition and have blind faith. They take your collection, won't give it to God. They take your perception and they give it to fog.
This is very disturbing information, and I don't expect anyone to believe it. I don't expect one of you to believe what I'm telling you. And I knew that when I came here. I'm not one of you. I'm not a ufologist. I'm not a researcher. I have an obligation to inform the public, and once that's done, I've done my job. From then on, it's up to you, not me.
You think clouds not chemtrails, pomegranate seedless. Obama is seen as Martin Luther Jesus. For USA, but quote Prophet Drew and Garvey, that all must return to the vine and fig tree. Moors want green like Bill Bixby and Lex Luthor. Got moms in housing, paying the super. Slaves run the White House, no raking the lawns. House niggas striking, say they won't mow the lawn. No more slave trades, but youths get auctioned to the NBA and NFL. Move with caution. Albion hybrids wanna treat me like a Martian. My Detroit, Michigan fam on state Spartans, performing massacres without the chainsaw. I notice youths talk about brains more. Their pants getting tighter, hats getting bigger. Can't be pro Nike and Bun Hill figure. Can't have a picnic and not pick a nigga. Hanging on a slave tree like Six and Jenna. Still can't get along but quoting Rodney. Shot cause you fit the suspect of a robbery. Ring your bell like Sean, peace officers acquitted. He stepped on your shoe but his head gets splitted. Nate dunked 10, Superman dunked 20. It's been 16 years since I seen Lenny. Time continues if MySpace is invaded. Empire strikes back on tracks like Darth Vader. If you wanna know the price, ask him, he paid it. I'm living in the land that my ancients call sacred. I make some South Central and Northwest. Stop eating swan since the vinegar pork test. Stop eating chicken since it really wasn't chicken. If that's the case, what you call finger licking is not true. It's not true. Far from true. It's not true. Far from true. Eons away from true. Stop, drop and roll, fire in the hole. My chakras open, and I'm speaking from the soul. For the summer, but they speaking on the cold. Like the sore on the lip. You let that whore on your... It passing is harder than failing or bailing. Just pull me over cop and stop the damn tailing. Rihanna should've had her umbrella and started wailing. Without Bob Marley, Chris would be in vain waiting. Calling on Jesus, who just couldn't save him. Rappers would be laughing about the licks that she gave him. But that's how it goes, more money, more hoes. Bitch probably didn't have his money, who knows. He's learning from Snoop and other patriarchs. When the angel takes the key, they banging on the ark. My goddess feed me grapes while I'm strumming on the harp. Rain causing flood and mudslides is hop. NASA Nazis with paperclip ops. You think that it's cops, but it's coming from the top. Shit rolls downhill, you're staying in the way. I'm learning how to live in this system that's gay. Rescind, rebut, revoke their presumption that you're a slave master with straw slaves to auction. Rescind, rebut, revoke the presumption so you don't get caught up by their assumption. Truth. Yeah. Iron Sheik. Midnight, what up? What up? Total darkness. Artist Union. Time's up. They're leading youth astray, calling them dogs, calling her catty and chick when she created the gods. Rapping Masons used to wear ankhs and leather medallions, running and gunning in the Wild West, minus the stallions. No spurs on cowboy boots, but big fitted hats with tight jeans and retro shades just to dance and rap. Minstrel blackface show, that's BET, making you applaud the negativity that you see. Boogeyman in the closets, taunt and haunt you. Elder Moore say don't get brainwashed by the one-eyed monster. Staying close, stay online with eyeballs burning, fighting sleep like a miner, but you're still not learning. Uploading to YouTube in robes and turbans, pushing misconcepts like some conscious virgins. She didn't plant that seed, that was your ego, trying to exploit from your couch your own people. Go rent a community room, bring Black Dot down or Kabahaya Watha Kameen to humble you clowns. Bring Sister Zakina or Bobby Hemmett, coons living in the debt but holding on to credit. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. Rapper think you're hot, I'm here to out your flame. Too much dressing like twins and doing the same. Chris Brown got probation, paparazzi chasing. She's no worse hiding bruises by makeup facing. Her contract extended, you're not paying attention. You did nothing but run like Reverend. Still get a knee in your back, enough back chat. Tased or lay flat from the baton clap. That's not racist, just the Christian black codes. The cross used to wear a crown that belonged to Rome. Now you wear it, but the same Romans killed your Messiah. From Yahshua to Sharif Abdullah Lee, don't call me a liar. From Nkrumah to Lumumba and Marcus Garvey. The Romans even killed Michael Jackson and Bob Marley. Ask a rapper to solve your problems, he'll help hardly. But he's on cribs with 2 Benzes and a souped up Audi. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. Shoe boxes to the ceiling, supporting this demon. No shoes but lots of fiat, crooked cops are stealing what you should have gave to the poor to pay some dues and some bills from community moms with ill life blues. Got rookie cops and sergeants touring the world, and you locked up looks bad on your baby girl. And your baby boys think it's a game with guns for toys. Fake fathers turn their backs on their bundles of joy. At risk, marginalized and troublesome. From moms while pregnant sipping on a double rum. Acting like a witch on a broom. Bringing sons not from the womb but the tomb to the tomb. Being so ignorant is why we're born in sin. We'll learn from our lessons, let the teachings now begin. Open your mind, watch your step. In these depths you see the higher self conquer the flesh. Split personalities become casualties, caught in thought mesh. I told you to watch your step. Split personalities become casualties, caught in thought mesh. Told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. On this mental walk, watch your step. In these depths, you see the higher self fighting the flesh. Split personalities caught in thought mesh. Hit a mental block, I told you watch your step. Check. Check. 1, 2. Rapper Inquisition, what? Rapper Inquisition, what? Rapper Inquisition, what? Auric field glow. I know children see it surrounding the mall and ask how to be it. When they come with color of office, ask how to do it. When they act with color of law, ask how I see it. I say I study, then study myself. Some things can't be read, so I study myself. Don't fall for the fiat trap. The only money and wealth is gold and silver. Everything within yourself. Some say it's hard to find, I beg to differ. Color of corporate fines getting stiffer. Tax you to death quicker than liquor to liver. Tell me I'm part of a cult when feds practice Wicca. A cult of witchcraft, magic, white and black. Calling spirits with candles, sacrificing cats. It's not 1492, Empire striking back. With nationality, no need for the Billy Club bats. I'm so for the jail law, I'm fighting the acts and ordinance statutes. I'm not a shadow statue. I might quote Ruth, but not Matthews. Won't fly to planets in space capsules. Won't get high, putting fire to glass tubes. Police taking little boys to private back rooms. Wake up like devil's advocate in a bathroom. I'm front row, blacks want the back seat of the classroom. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young gods' minds get attacked, abused and abolished. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's mind gets attacked, abused and abolished. Iron Sheik heavy, like Iron Maiden metal. I'm preserving flowers, homo thugs pulling off petals. She loves me or not, see if a tranny loves them. More buddy than Jungle Brothers when tranny hugs them. I heard rappers don't care, playing with fake hair, fake breasts and eyes, lies more than cribs and daycare. Tight pants sagging, rappers in gay gear. Some MCs want youth minds to stay there. I stay square standing, story from the years of nationals ruling as Moors, not armed to gears. Or men of straw, Paul Crush, Paul in his Moorish shawl. Benedict wearing Prada shoes to call for powers from a set, giving masses Mary and Jesus with Nicene Council and Constantine genius. Paper bulls, share the sheep and tax the wolves. Still pouring in his glass and cups over full. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young gods' minds get attacked, abused and abolished. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's mind gets attacked, abused and abolished.
It's so true that most of us have gone through a transition. Some of the things we did was solely to impress women, to be in a state of respect and appreciation, or simply a desire to create lust stimulation. Too many racing instead of pacing. True, there's effort necessary in all successful matchmaking. Just too many faking, expecting creating to occur. First be for real, stay for real, recollect and remember. As we forever enter and exit different type of bonds. Truly up to oneself to determine what's the norm. The calm passive building or fire fast healing. Too many males today confused and labeled it as revealing. himself concealed in a closet. Enough of that topic. Just leave him out my mouth, they're destined to self-stop it. Logic shows how life decays and grows. Life begets life, just trust how life flows.
Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's minds get attacked, abused, and abolished. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's mind gets attacked, abused, and abolished.
Yo, where should I begin? We can start with the sweetness of the beat, then finish this with peace. Mama, this is deep. Not one of these men made you, so it's only right to elevate you. I'm being honest, I can't hide it. You're just the flyest, your flow is just like yoga. You open every chakra, to even have you know my name is such an honor. Way deeper than the Mona Lisa, you're the Madonna, hanging above the post chair. This is hope here, could you be the one to really open up to me? Loving me, got my heart locked like a 1 to 3, a 25 to life, forever enshrined in every rhyme that I write. Through the dark, shine a light on every struggle in this hustle. The babies and the ones who use you for your power, your skill and your vision, cause you're real and you're living the best you know how. So I'ma hold you down, here's your crown.
Trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's minds get attacked, abused, and abolished. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's mind gets attacked, abused, and abolished.
Rules gonna tell you exactly what we goddess want. Men who can see themselves as God and treat others as he treats himself. In love, truth, peace, freedom with justice, wealth accumulated by the knowledge of himself. And upon the movement of law and order, uplifting his nation through arts and culture. Ruler of the empire, education father. Spirituality is his basis, giving thanks to ancestors, libations. Intuition penetrate the matrix. You blind like a cataract, I see like the sages. Pages got to turn over changes. Better that balance of the garden, the goddess for the babies. Ahead of that, overstand our purpose, expelling that energy. We got the recipe, love is the key, so know yourself and stop
trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's minds get attacked, abused, and abolished. Stop trying to impress goddess. She's run by intuition, activated by knowledge. That's why they got her up in their college. Young God's mind gets attacked, abused, and abolished.
This is wartime. They are the law here. The Shaolin Temple is in their territory. We have to be very careful.
Their territory? This is our land. They took it over by force.
Are you black, are you bleak, are you bleached? Are you sure of the things that you keep? Like the depths and the heights of the knowledge that you reach. Are you secured in your rights or you breach? Ain't the jure in the rights that you seek? Not entitled to the inheritance left for the meek or the Moors. You want more? The blood that was dripped or the sweat through the pores. Identity was stripped already on the shores. We're the slave ships, I'm a Washington Moore. Came on the spaceships, but you don't want what's yours. Now Troy Davis is a metaphor. Metaphor, simile. A simulation to do it simply. You a corporate, artificial entity. Civilized to more tools, not a human being. Ask yourself this question, who man be? And if black means pale, then white means me. And if from the darkness is where we see, and I shine bright, who's Illuminati? Illuminati, they play hide and seek. I bear that light they claim they keep.
This is our land. They took it over by force.
Instead of birthrights and nationality, rims and bright lights is our reality. Caught up in a paper thin system, ignorant of the fact that it's just a fallacy. Fabricated via fraud fictions, sugar, salt, starch, crack addictions. Miles from the throne, we already home. Mine is the rock without a pot to piss in. We owe it all to the inner villain. It takes courage and disciplining to right the old wrongs. We used to sing in old songs and wake back up from the sleep we've been in. Sip a little more juice, a little more rum and a little more juice, a little more sky and a little more goose, and another little black fairy tale hyped very well with a little more dead and a little less truth.
This is our land. They took it over by force.
Attorney Brian Cameron didn't do like Lincoln before. Beat the charge saying Troy Davis is a Moor. Not a Negro, a black execution hero in propria persona. No, I won't pick it or march. Stop playing, my weapon is pressing a charge. If I self-law and master, slaves always frontin'. Wanna fight after they score from Button. Troy could've lived, he didn't have to be the 2011 era by plaintiff. Legal injection, get the vein stiff. NBC's always scream they racist. Think about it, his dreads got 2011 to prove we haven't learned since 1857. Some won't like what I'm telling, no beg fretting. Watch the top brief, no pelican. Slave names, no bay remembering. So take sentencing and be impending. Let's see who will learn from this lesson. Blessing, Donkey and Truth Baptist Water Confessions. Troy proves nationality to order, no dressing, no condiments. How many more Moors must face Troy Davis type consequence?
This is our land. They took it over by force.
Once again, another body fall victim. Accusations made Troy Davis a victim, coupled with the grudge and the rage of the system designed for the acts of deception you missed. Wage war on the gods, the identity, laws, frauds, controlling more cause. They losing DNA, parts of the whole incomplete. The game to compete is way more prevalent. They know they got to feel the defeat. Many wanna know why the better of the Melanites suffer from the so-called elite, and to know that your land and your birthright major inheritance. Yes, law be your savior. Rise in peace, Troy Davis. We're calling on your name. Live on in minds we created. Reality we make it as real as it gets. Try to give us all the dollars, we return the changes.
From pre-Inca civilization in Peru, give me this movie called Celestine Prophecies. It's a movie. Celestine Prophecies is a book actually written by James Redfield. But in the movie, there are two crackers riding down the road. These two Albions are riding down the road. One turns to the other one and says, well, how did they get the land in which they have quiet? Referring to the Catholic Church. Guess what this cracker said and looked at him and said? He looked at him and said, the Moors gave it to them through a land grant. This is in the movie. Go get this movie.
Yeah, well, like Black Dot said, you break down Islam coming from the lessons. I was right here, 129, 25th and Lenox. I live right here, 4 blocks down the street. This is where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? I used to go down here to Mecca. You know what I'm saying? I got my lessons. I was 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? So right here in Harlem, you know, when I found out about Islam, it was never taken as a religion. It was always in the sense of I self-lord and master. In other words, I have responsibility for the God in which that dwells within me. And yes, we refer to the God as Allah. You know what I'm saying? Arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? So we always use those acronyms in order to always relate it back to the human body. We never said a religion, unless when you break it down in the Latin terminology, relego, which in that word, it means what? It means to be bind back. Relego means to be bind back. Being bind back to what? It's about to your higher self. It ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, to a particular belief system, except for, you know, what believes within you, which is that, you know, that principle or that power, you know, which is that God force.
With a chain on your brain, with niggas no playing. King Alfred plan, vaporize, no bodies laying. Got nations reclaiming republics back. Constitution enforcing on the demo acts colored. Can't be a verse, I'm a more first. Will claim to be ham and catch that pork curse. Following black power that lost debates. Slap Doc for having a lawyer, set the record straight. The Moors are back, burn your Nuwapian race. Pushing Malachi York with no Ellis fake. Allah's temple of Islam, perpetrate the fraud. Push Drew to the back, uplifting fraud. Claiming to be Lord, get thrown overboard. Dirty Moors talk, I walk cause y'all overboard. Got sisters, heads under, not over swords. Camera clutch minds with hope and thoughts. Iron sheet knowing, all niggas believing. Candyman was the master, not Steven. Odds aren't in their favor and not even. Rappers think they MCs are not even. A lot of you folks are conscious jokes. Moors, Rich, CC, The Hague, and retiring popes. Send me a message, I don't reply to pokes. I live the prophet lessons, I don't parrot quotes. Slavery been overshadowed, still wearing the yokes. No gold or silver or land is back in the notes. IRS, CRA, demand you to pay tax with no conscience when they're not Congress. Falling for bomb threats and other nonsense. Like rappers' lives, they exercise only onsets. This is physicists, not Genesis. 4 quadrants around 7 are elements. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee, magnetic resonance. This is physicists, not Genesis. Mike Imagination Heights, Bun Pegasus. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee of great eminence. Papers and cars can't save minds enslaved. Just do like Cassius Clay. Correct your names like Yasin and Spraga. Adopt, El, obey. Grow up, start guarding, put the guard away. Prophet Drew Ali said it all. The most I can say you won't understand. Ask Victoria, Monet, ask Nas. He said we thought like the colonists. And Noble Drew Ali started dropping that consciousness, which means he knew he was no nigga and saw things clearer when he wiped off his mirror. I spit almorical rhymes. Who's iller? Genuine without the Miller draft. Who's chiller? Keys drop, but some pull locks to open them. Waiting on walkers on water and floating men. Time to get awakened. No sleeping or waiting. Acting like you're sedated for operations. Bush Kush got mine shrinking, not dilating. Hear rappers' tracks, I get sick like smelling bacon. If I'm shopping, I'm copping broccoli. Being a more saying you're black is a mockery. No death threats or suits will be stopping me. Sight beyond sight, no obstacles blocking me. Stand strong and firm, nothing propping me. Iron Sheik hip-hop pills start popping me. This is physicists, not Genesis. 4 quadrants around 7 are elements. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee, magnetic resonance. This is physicists, not Genesis. Mike Imagination Heights, Bun Pegasus. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee of great eminence.
I'm a Moorish Sheik. Welcome to the board meeting year round. 4 seasons, all gathered here for a reason. So let's throw the gods away. No idol worship consecrated. There's something wrong when the created God is not your favorite in your congregation. I'll never be a Christian more. Propagating the faith, you could be a victim of swords. I walk over the water, emotional tyranny. You say the B is for the spelling or the YouTube parodies. Apparently, we have to draw from scratch and see our artwork. Let's get it together, guys. Draw the image of chakra. With the image of our people with businesses and commerce. Muhammad and our face and Drew Ali begins to conquer. Make us the capital, we be Chicago, it's decided. Moorish Science Temple of America business license. The heater has to leave, so I fill up the water for him, fluoride in it. With my music playing, oh the horror. Praise the Father God, Allah, Yahweh, Eloah. Broken the yoke of our burden, and we're bound to get closer to the disclosure of the truth, unlocking the hypnosis of the devils that had cultures to play the game with explosion. I'm with the harmonies of life, a mystical encounter. And my person, what they want with the contract on the counter. A monster of the West territories, no pilgrimage, children with the Moors and Canaan and Moorish affiliates.
This is physicists, not Genesis. 4 quadrants around 7 are elements. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee, magnetic resonance. This is physicists, not Genesis. Mike Imagination Heights, Bun Pegasus. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee of great eminence.
Huh? Who my nemesis? Well, there's evidence that they're trying to erase all of the remnants of my DNA. Can't trace my inheritance back to my Moorish ancestors who were prevalent on my premises. Yo, there's residents, puppets on strings. We call them the surrogates. Kiss the ring of a prince. We setting precedents. Kiss the ring, I'm a prince. I'm setting precedents. Pay homage to a king. Never knows heaven sent. Sideline, watch us do a thing, no time for hesitance. We the ancients that descend, don't care about being relevant. And ever since the genes of ISIS, authority from the wombs, always been priceless. So it's fitting that this tunes cough as ISIS, most waiting on the tomb to make things righteous. I'm aligning with the moon, planning my light quest. Geminian from June, made in her likeness. I was fed with a spoon before I could bite yet. Yeah, you thought you were in tune, your mind ain't right yet. Cauldron and broom, waiting on flight deck, out the way, make room. This is our mic check, taking the fumes. You might even like it.
This is physicists, not Genesis. 4 quadrants around 7 are elements. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee, magnetic resonance. This is physicists, not Genesis. Mike Imagination Heights, Bun Pegasus. This is physicists, not Genesis. Moorish Emcee of great eminence. I'm a Moor, some call me Saracen, some Muslim. Europe had some dark age issues, I solved them. Using Moorish science, I'm stating the obvious. Rapper drone stepped up from Kush to Molly blunts, unawakened, unconscious. unaware Moors won't accept the fact, plus you looked up black or more. Moors the custodian of Kemetic Nubians, carrying the marvelous light, the path Negroes to Nubians, saying I'm a Moor, not colored or black, I'm a Moor. Seti or Emcee, they can't change that, cause I know their hands don't extend past Allah's wisdom. I'm a Moor, no doubt a contradiction. Return to my own vine and fig tree. Nationality a mind frame if you're with me. Reclaim your ancestral mind and shout.
It's mine, and if you don't like it, get out of here, man.
I'm a Moor. Red fez, black tas, elders of my class, not black or Indians. I repeat, I'm a Moor. Indigenous to the farthest west. Say we were great, still they say we the best. Hear what I say, I'm a Moor. Yes, it's true, if not for Drew Ali, most of y'all would've still been asleep. Now you could tell them I'm more than you could ever wish you thought you would be. 3 centuries deep in Moorish science I read. Study, I'm a Moor.
Rope on a peg, stuck in the shore. Oceanographic device anchored to sea floors.
I'm a Moor.
Goldfish of China and Japan. Veil tail variety, brushing the cold water plants.
I'm a Moor.
Stretches of lands, jungles or where sand blows. Reptilian species and amphibians homes.
I'm a Moor.
Defending Drew Ali, that's my mission. To put securely in place or desired position.
I'm a Moor.
Ancestral mindset, not thinking like the hybrids. Can't hide from a 10, so they mess with the climate. Mess with the minds, mess with the foods. Get violent about more subjugation. Your black leaders are quiet. Signed on to King Alfred, but they want you to riot. Pushing dogma as religion and want you to buy it. Most never do it, but they want you to try it. Too many have knowledge of self on the shelves and won't apply it.
I'm a Moor. Red fez, black tas, elders of my class, not black or Indians. I repeat, I'm a Moor. Indigenous to the farthest west. Say we were great, still they say we the best. Hear what I say, I'm a Moor. Yes, it's true, if not for Drew Ali, most of y'all would've still been asleep. Now you could tell them I'm more than you could ever wish you thought you would be. 3 centuries deep in Moorish science I read. Study, I'm a Moor.
The street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and be anything fancy. I can, but I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day, you know? Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Let the bass kick.
Playtime been over since y'all dropped the ball. Bound to the continent, there's no asylum for y'all. Pushing the black Asiatic game with Ford L and Pool Bay. Before NOI, I rep draw L all day. How many fakes proclaim to be the reincarnation and claim to be the true head of the Moorish nation? No mention of Mealy Ill, but I read his letters. Dirty Moors mad cause they thought they dead as letters. Many were there when decisions were handed down. Now they claim that Mealy Ill was not ordained, not commissioned, not called or appointed. With divine plans for ages, but Dirty Moors making changes. Working with FBI during infiltrations. In a Fez and alleys giving bogey smoke inhalations. And secret wars were made, heads unmade in public mentions. Don't believe, get the minutes of the first convention. Kirkman and Lomax Bay got called out as villains against the Prophet's order and L. Call Givens. Thousands of Moorish Americans followed those leaders that killed the prophet and made Moors parrots, not readers. They don't study, brains hollow. To crush the truth, plant dissension in the ones that follow. Robbed the treasury, felt like they hit the lotto. Took advantage of the faithful Moors in their times of sorrow. Moments still critical, 100 years later, the message. Stick to the principles in your actions, be progressive. Don't sell your soul for a title, take your membership role. Watch out for grand cheeks pushing you in a censorship hole. The sellout was great, now they comfy and won't get the hell out. Active Moors come around, they get clumsy. Not humbly, but act grumpy and jumpy. Active Moors see them touchy and think it's lovely. With faces ugly, I push back so don't shove me. If not for love, it would be just as Dirty Moors get from me. Hitting all reincarnates with writs of discovery and demanding the treasury recovery and law for money. Wearing a fez don't make you a Moorish adept. Dirty Moorish heads are Boy Scouts and cadets, working for FBI inspectors, slaves for gadgets, claiming they got pulled but they really dead magnets. Running a fraud that's done cause new Moors are here. One for all for one profit like musketeers. Bay, not Tampa or Buccaneers. I strike nerves like harp or strings on those puppeteers. Pushing misconceptions as teachings and calling it facts. Swinging my scimitar tongue, not a fireman's axe. Quick to call me out as dirty, say I violate acts. If you don't nationalize, know that I annihilate blacks. Nail them through their palms and incepts on beams of wood. Burn crosses on black lawns in my Moorish hood. Black Klansmen like movie from 1960s. White power, not supremacy like Clayton Bigsby. Now I run through illusions, battling my arch nemesis misconfusion. She's been trying to keep me out of course, facing losses, calling all her negative forces. 99 years past, Drew Ali said 50 would pass, and you wouldn't know about me, or even know what I brought for you. NOI and UNIA knew about him too. Most thought that they could bury the movement, be in charge, passive and abuse it. But Drew said new Moors would come with eyes open, seeing and knowing, far from hoping. Far from belief in faith, master fruition. Study the laws of nature, activate intuition. One day our wheels of industry will stop, and when it starts again, Moors will be on top. Drew Ali blessed with latent power. Warned you, get out the way or be ground to powder. Drew Ali didn't kill you fast, but he brought you your title and estate vast. Confusion continues to confuse, no remembrance of Maghrib al-Aqsa by Moorish descendants. Now I run through illusions, battling my arch nemesis misconfusion. She's been trying to keep me out of course, facing losses, calling all her negative forces.
And conscious means that you're conscious of what's going on in this world. You're fully aware and awake to what's going on in this world. That's what conscious rap means. So if you got conscious rap, that means you got unconscious rap. That means you got motherfuckers that's unconscious rapping. That means they sleeping. They still under the spell of Leviathan. They still under the spell of King.
Call me brother man, I'm not the rubber man, though I keep my Nazis in affairs wrapped with some rubber bands. Burning out the Ku Klux Klan and Wizard Grand, Dairy Queen misters, just butts of guns I'm giving. Trying to make more sovereign citizens, these minions help kill your prophet, stole your treasury millions. You heard it from your brother man, now the smother sellout. Sets links in K2 Kush days, keep me red out. I got the knowledge to make these silly hoes question the pimpin' directors of music videos. Gay laws and persons with strap-on boots with heels. Too much graphic art faces, boobs are not real. Since MCM and Troop, they use Timberland boots to get us all caught up in fashion, not the simple men roots. Got our people on dogmatic, not metaphysic. Exoteric, not esoteric is how you missed it. So out of it you couldn't feel the natural mystic blowing through the air like it didn't give a shit. I hear the dirty Moors dissing, cause I said profanities. A lot of these grand sheiks need to take off the panties. Pull the thong out your crack fest wearing sash ass nigga. Return to where the prophet found you, Negro ass nigga.
It's time to choose a side. You either positive or you negative. You either evil or you good. You understand what I'm saying? Choose a side, nigga. I know what side I'm on.
I throw a Molotov at the priest that works for the beast. All they want is our people to rest in peace. No attention of allowing more stress to ease. Cracker won't go home to spread himself the disease. Genocidal epidemic kill us in high proportions. Instead of mummified, we stay boxed in coffins. Mayors attend funerals for PR purposes. Where's the police escort? He replied with nervousness. He said, I don't have those numbers or connections to have Metro Police lead your friend's funeral procession. That's coming from Mr. Mayor, black community player. No question in the hoods dropping off boxes of weapons. Then blame black on black crime or natural causes. Plus those doctors are not on point but off a bit. Natural mystics prove they're not holistic. Hypocrite oaths make your children autistic.
I'm at the point now where I'm saying I'm tired of mixing the medicine with the food. I'm tired of playing that game. Now I'm shoving straight medicine down your fucking throat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight doses of medicine is getting shoved down your throat. I don't give a fuck if it turns you off or not. Because if it do turn you off, then you're a stupid, ignorant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Don't judge like a cover of your favorite book. Visit you in your dreams, hand with the hook. Paralysis overtook, so shook. Stop, look, listen with precision. MC on a mission, vision. Past senses and endless. Cypher with active Moors, beat you with facts senseless. Have your mind defenseless when the truth enters. Eyes glow, reminds me of Omar Bay, Algonquin embers. Tap your pioneer out what some man remembers. All the lies told to your mind and dismembered. Circle broken into quadrants, you the 7 in the center. Compass G between the square, Baphomet of Templars. Warlock, call on my witch mothers to maim them. The same wise spirits burned at stakes in Salem. Torture with vagina pairs, survive, bobbing for apples. Contort thumb, slide wrist out, tight shackles.
I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around. I always got something deep to say, every time around.
But you have to be in tune to even pick that up. Right. And mathematics kept me in tune. I'm bringing it all back full circle. When you talk about Islam and hip hop, you had to know today's mathematics, which means you had to know what day and time and the numerical value of that particular day before I didn't come outside. I'm gonna be honest. God's gonna add ain't play. So what it did was it put me in tune with a day and a numeric value. Right. Understanding the moon cycles takes universal beat down. You get that universal beat down. So by him even breaking down the ramifications of the super moon and how it relates to who you are, you must first be in tune to receive that energy, because it'll just happen to you. Things will be going on, and if you're not in tune, you don't receive the energy. So that's why it's important for us to teach and make people aware of what's going on so that they can benefit from it. They're gonna probably benefit somehow, some way, or be get their ass whipped by it. So, but when you're in tune, you're able to benefit a little bit.
And I don't think there's no coincidence that Brother C. Fremantle, Grand Master of our Self-Lord and Master, he stated specifically that there's 3 areas in which that we incarnate into. He said the top of the head, the back of the skull, which is medulla oblongata, and also the back of the heart.